Okay, so in today's class, we are going to discuss about quality of design. Okay, so the question is, how will you measure quality of a design? Okay, so what do you mean by quality of a design? Which quality? What is the criteria? So how will you evaluate quality of a product? ಯಾವ್ದೋ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ ಕ್ವಾಲಿಟಿ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದೆ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀರಲ್ವಾ, how will you evaluate quality of a product?
By having a glance at it or looking, by inspecting them.
By inspecting. Okay. So what will you inspect? What is the criteria based on that, or which you are going to evaluate? What do you inspect in a product to ensure quality? Okay, so if it is a product, we will ensure quality of a product by looking at its performance. Okay, if it may be criteria may be reliability, adaptability, and whether it is user friendly or not. Okay, so and whether it will last for its assured life. Based on all these criteria, you are going to consider whether the product is having good quality or bad quality. So usually you consider performance, okay, performance of a product. Okay, that performance most of the times will be based on its reliability. Okay, so for how many years or how many days or how many months a product will perform its function without any breakdown. So now, quality of design, you can consider or you can evaluate quality of a design in two point of view. Okay, one is the point of view of a consumer of the product or customer or user of the product. Another point of view is the point of view of the manufacturer of the product. Okay, why any company will manufacture any product? What is the reason? We have plenty of products in market. Okay, why companies are producing this much number of products? What is the reason? What is the main objective of companies, any company? Why they produce market, sorry, why they produce product and sell those products in market? What is their objective? Abhishek K. Deepak HN.
Sir, better quality.
Why companies produce products and sell them in market? What is their objective?
Providing better quality.
Quality. Krishna Vaidya.
Their brand will be increased.
So to build brand image, so they will produce products. Any other answer? Ramesh. Gurudev. Okay, do you think any company will produce products if they don't get profit? No, then, so that is the basic criteria or that is the basic objective of any manufacturing company. Okay, so there first objective is whether they will earn profit or not. Okay, even though if the product is innovative, if they don't get profit, okay, no company will manufacture any product or any component if they don't get profit. Okay, so from the point of view of the company, one of the major criteria is to earn profit. Okay, so again, if you consider this as the objective or this as the criteria, based on that a company is evaluating design or various solutions for a problem, then for them, which is the best design? So obviously the best design is one which is going to give them more profit. Okay, if design A is giving 15% profit, and with the help of design B, if they can enhance that profit margin to 20%, and design with the help of design C, if they can earn profit of 25%, obviously they will go for design C, from which they can earn 25% profit. Okay, so here quality of design in the point of view of company is from which design concept they can earn more profit. So that means which design concept require less cost for manufacturing it. Okay, so if they are able to reduce the cost of producing a product, then their profit margin can be increased. Okay, so that is the point of view of manufacturer. Okay, now consider the point of view of consumer. Okay, consumer will evaluate quality of a product or quality of a design by looking at its performance. Okay, so whether am I getting worth of my investment? Okay, if you have invested 500 rupees for a t-shirt, okay, ಇದಕ್ಕೆ 500 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಕೊಡಬೇಕಾಗಿತ್ತಾ ಬೇಡವಾ, ಇದು 500 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ವರ್ತ್ ಇದೆಯಾ ಇದು? ಓಕೆ, ಯು ವಿಲ್ ಇವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಯೇಟ್ ಲೈಕ್ ದಟ್. ಸೊ ನೀವು ಎಷ್ಟು ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀರಾ, ಆ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ತಕ್ಕಂಗಿದೆಯಾ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್? ಸೊ ಲೈಕ್ ದಟ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ಇವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಯೇಟಿಂಗ್. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ customer will or user or customer will evaluate based on performance, whereas manufacturer, okay, will evaluate the quality of a design by considering the profitability aspect. Okay, so that is the quality of design. So here design doesn't mean only drawings. Drawing is one part of design. Design starts from converting a need into its reality. Okay, so design not only about 2D or 3D drawings. Okay, it is a wider concept. Okay, or it is a wider thing. Okay, so economic profitability is an important quality of a design, but only from the manufacturer's or distributor's point of view. For a consumer, the performance of the product is the return that he gets for his money, and he compares its performance with the price and then determine its worth. An estimate of the overall performance of the product has to be made in the interest of both manufacturer and designer. Design concept chosen for the development should be one which promises to give the right mix of performance and cost for the consumer. Okay, again, few customers, they are ready to compromise with quality. Okay, when they are getting product at very least cost. Okay, so few customers are ready to pay high prices, but they want very good quality. Okay, so again, company will decide who are the target audience. Okay, some companies will manufacture very quality products which will cost more. Okay, and some companies will compromise with quality, but they release those products at cheaper prices. That companies will decide based on their strategy and based on they will be having their own business models. Okay, but usually, so consumer will always compare how much he has paid for the product or service. Okay, and what is the quality of the service or what is the performance of the product. Like that, you will compare cost and quality or cost and performance. Okay. So as manufacturer of the product or designer of the product, you have to maintain a balance between cost and quality and cost and performance of the product. Okay. So customer on koda ದುಡ್ಡಿಗೆ ಅವನಿಗೆ ಮೋಸ ಆಗ್ತದೆ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ನಿಸಬಾರ್ದು. Okay, you must be satisfied with what he is investing. Okay, and you have to look at the competitors also. Okay. Next, the concept of utility. Okay, what do I mean by utility? What is the meaning of utility? Utility means usefulness. Okay, so utility means usefulness. So even designer can evaluate a product based on its usefulness, or even customer can evaluate a product based on another criteria, that is utility, usefulness. Okay, so if you purchase a car by investing 10 lakhs, and if you can drive that car for 60-70,000 kilometers per year, then you are using it in a better way. And if you invest 10 okay, so 10 lakhs, and if you use that car for only for 500 kilometers in a year, then it is having less utility. Okay, so that is the concept of utility, concept of usefulness. You are going to measure utility of any product based on various criteria. Every consumer or every user will have his own criteria for evaluating any product. Okay, it is based on its functional requirement. Okay, so some will give preference to speed of the car. Okay, some will give preference to safety of the car. Some will give preference to mileage of the car. Some will give preference to service they are going to get from the company. Okay, so like that, every consumer will have a different point of view to evaluate a product. Okay, so for him, the criteria for evaluating usefulness is different. Okay. Overall utility of a product measures the usefulness of that product in the eyes of the evaluator. Okay, so that means it is a subjective thing. Okay, that means each evaluator will have his own point of view, his own criteria for measuring the usefulness of the product. The utility of a product on a particular quality dimension measures the usefulness of that product, of that particular characteristic of the product. Okay, so that means if the chosen criteria is speed, then he is evaluating 2 or 3 cars by considering at what speed he can drive that car, whether it can be driven at 140 km per hour or 160. Okay, like that he will evaluate if we consider speed as the parameter, or okay, so based on which he is evaluating its utility. The overall utility of a product is the sum of utilities of each of the quality dimensions. If you consider any product like car, there are many quality dimensions as we discussed. That means speed, safety, cost, service. Okay, so like that, there are many quality dimensions. If you want to find out overall utility of the car, then you have to add all these quality dimensions. Okay, and sometimes you may have to give weightage for various dimensions. Okay, so depending on the preferences. Next, consider an example. Okay, so utilities of light bulb, that means it is a electric bulb. Okay, so quality parameters are life and light emission. Okay, and on a utility scale of 0 to 10, utility numbers are assigned to the quality parameters. For life, there are 2 bulbs, bulb A and bulb B. Okay, life is 4, and this bulb B, life is 5 years. Or sir, it is not in years, it is based on the utility scale. Okay, so which range from 0 to 10. Okay, so highest value is preferable. Okay, so 10 is the indication of better quality. Okay, 0 is the indication of poor quality. Okay, so if we consider life as the quality dimension, bulb A, it is 4. For bulb B, the utility number is 5. Similarly, light emission, or you can consider it in terms of watt. Okay, so it may one may be 9 watt bulb, another may be 7 watt or 5 watt bulb. Okay, so for that also there is a utility number assigned. Okay, so 3 and 2.5. Okay, so if you go to buy a LED bulb to store. Okay, so how will you evaluate the quality of the bulb? What is the criteria? Based on which factor you are going to choose a particular bulb for your house or for your room? What is the criteria? Okay, so luminosity, okay, power. So that means how many watts, whether it is 5 watt, 7 watt, 10 watt. Then, so don't you, are you not worried about its life? No? Only if you get, okay, 7 watt bulb, which will last for only for 6 months. If the warranty period is 6 months, and for another company, if the warranty period is 1 year, which one do you prefer? Okay, if the warranty period for one bulb is 6 months, another bulb is 1 year, so you will prefer 1 year. Then again you have to consider the cost also. Okay, if the cost is too much, then again you have to make a decision. Okay, so for one which is having warranty period of 1 year, cost may be, for example, it may be 500. For one which is having warranty period of 6 months, cost may be 300. Then which one do you select? Again, it depends on your own capability to judge. Okay, so that's why it is a subjective thing. Okay, every evaluator will have its own point of view. Okay, suppose if you may be in a hostel. Okay, so you may be in hostel for 6 months. After 6 months, you are leaving the hostel. So that means you want to use that bulb only for 6 months. Then a bulb which lasts for 6 months is sufficient for you. Then you can pick by paying only 300 rupees. Okay. So if you want to use it for 1 year, okay, then you can invest 500 rupees. Again, it depends. Okay. So here, if you want to find out which is the best option, bulb A or bulb B, then you have to add the utility numbers. If you add for A, 4 plus 3 it is 7. For B, 5 plus 2.5 it is 7.5. Okay, so you will get utility numbers. Overall utility of bulb A is 7. Overall utility of bulb B is 7.5. Okay, now which one do you select? A or B? Okay, so generally B will be selected, but you cannot exactly say that B is having more usefulness. The reason is, again, if you are considering overall utility, you can choose B. Okay, but if you are concentrating on specific quality dimension, if you are worried about life, then B is suitable. Okay, if you are worried about its watts, okay, if it is 7 watt and if it is 9 watt, and if you want 9 watt, then obviously you will go for bulb A. Okay, then you don't consider overall utility, you will consider a particular quality dimension. Okay, so here, suppose if you are making a decision based on overall utility of the bulb, you will go for bulb B in this example. Okay, next consider you want to you are designing an electric car, okay, and for the user, okay, so now the electric car, assume that now electric car can be driven at a speed of 50 km per hour, okay. As a designer, if you are able to increase speed from 50 to 100 kilometer, okay, so then 100 to 150, 150 to 200, 200 to 250, which increment in speed of car is having more utility to customer, that means more useful, which is more useful, which level of increment in speed is more useful for the customer, okay. Type your answer. So assume that now it can be driven at 50 km per hour. As a designer, you are designing, okay, you are upgrading the existing electric car so that you are able to achieve these increments in speed, okay. But for the user who is going to use this electric car in India, okay, so which is having more usefulness? Okay, Rakshit L, why it is 100 to 150? What is the reason? Why do you think 100 to 150 is
Models.
huh?
Upgrading model.
Upgrading model. Dhanush Naik,
Yes, sir.
why you think 100 to 150 is having more utility? That
Yes,
means
sir.
more usefulness for customer. What is the reason?
Sir, because 50 to 100 speed is not good for electrical cars, sir.
Okay. Rahul ji say, why 50 to 100 is having more utility? What is the reason?
So the electric cars are not preferred for long distance travel. Mostly they are in cities. So 50 to 100 is more than enough, I think.
Okay, so in cities there will be traffic congestion. Even though if it can be driven at more than 100 also, it is not possible because of the traffic in cities. Okay, that is the reason. Okay. So usually, what is the driving speed on an average? At what speed cars will be driven in Indian roads on an average? Okay, 100. So you can find two differences. Okay, one is if the car is used in cities, usually it will be in the range of 50 to 80 kilometer. Okay, depending on the traffic congestion. Okay, it will be 50 to 80 within the city limits. If it is for long distance, that means on the highways, some will drive at a speed of 120, 130, even at 140 also some will drive. Okay, but most of them will prefer to drive in between 90 to 110 kilometer per hour. Okay, so you have also observed. In this situation, because of your technical knowledge and because of the upgraded technology, even though if you are able to design a car which can be driven between the range of 150 to 200 kilometer per hour, the question is who can drive at that speed in Indian roads? Even though if the car is having the capability of driving at 150 to 200, it is of no use. Okay, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ 200 ಸ್ಪೀಡಲ್ಲಿ ಓಡಿಸ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೂ ಯಾರಿಗೂ ಓಡಿಸೋಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯನೇ ಆಗಲ್ಲ, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರಿಂಗ್ ದಿ ಸೇಫ್ಟಿ ಆಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ and considering the road conditions in India. Okay, so that's why if the first increment will be having more usefulness, since most of the cars will be driven in the speed range of 50 to 100. Okay, so the user can get more usefulness. Okay, so because of the constraint, since it now if the assume that if now it is the maximum speed limit is 50. Okay, because of that constraint they are not able to drive it more than 50. But if you are able to design such that it can be driven till 100 km per hour, this increment will provide more usefulness to the user, since they are going to drive the car at 60, 70, 80 km on an average. Okay, but when the increment is moved from 150 to 150, 100 to 150, comparatively compared to 50 to 100, it is having less utility. And again, if you consider 150 to 200, when it is compared with previous increment, it is having still less utility. If you consider 200 to 250, almost the utility will be zero. Okay, it may be useful for cars used for racing. Okay, so there you can make use of this speed. Okay, but for a normal person, these speeds are having less usefulness. Okay. So that what we discussed, that is summarized in this graph. Okay, utility versus performance. Okay, in the previous example, we consider speed as the performance. For evaluating performance, we consider speed. Okay, so utility you can see, and total utility. Okay, with the increase in performance, okay, so initial increments will result in more utility, that you can see by looking at the shape of this curve. Okay, so when the utility go on increasing, it will become flat and then it will become horizontal. So that means even though if you go on increasing performance, there will be no much increase in its utility. Okay, as we discussed in the previous case. Okay, so this increment in utility you can see in this graph. Okay, here it is almost, it will become still. Okay, so it will become flat. That means with the increase in performance, there will be no improvement in the total utility of the product. Okay, so law of diminishing returns, as the performance of the product improves, each unit of added performance contributes to smaller increases in the utility of the product. So that means initial increment will provide more utility compared to so further improvements. Okay. Next, using utility for design selection. Okay, so we are going to assign utility values for various design parameters, and then we are going to find overall utility of the product. Based on that, we can make a decision. Okay, using utility for design selection. Instead of measuring the various quality dimensions or parameters on the same scale, we can have different scales for each dimension. Okay, so this is another consideration. So again, you cannot give equal priority to all dimensions. Okay, so some will give more priority to cost. People who don't have enough money to buy car, okay, they give more preference to cost rather than safety of the car, rather than performance of the car. They will give preference to cost. People who have enough money, okay, they may give preference to performance, aesthetics, and safety. Okay, and people who want to reduce the time required to travel from one location to another location, like from Bangalore to Mangalore. Okay, they may be concentrating more on the speed. Okay, so like that, every individual will have his own criteria. So based on that, you can use different scales to measure utility. We first construct a scale for usefulness on each quality dimension separately. Later, we weigh these scales to obtain a composite number. Okay, even you can assign weightage for various quality dimensions. the weighing is done to satisfy the test of indifference on the various dimensions. So okay, when there will be indifferences when you give preference to some quality dimensions, then there will be indifference. Okay, so when then there will be difference. Okay, if you treat all quality dimensions equally, that means you will give, if you give equal preference to all quality dimensions, then there will be indifference. That means you are treating all quality dimensions with equal priority. Okay, so if you are giving preference to some quality dimensions, then there will be difference. Method of utility calculation is a valuable aid for the selection of design concepts for development. Okay, so this chapter mainly deals with eliminating the unworkable solutions. Okay, as we saw in the morphology of design. Okay, so in this phase, so yeah, more in the previous phase. Okay, as okay, so many solutions have been proposed for a design problem. In this phase, you are eliminating the unworkable solutions. Okay, to eliminate the unworkable solutions, you can make use of utility concept also. You can calculate utility of each design concept. Then, based on that, you can make a decision. Only 0.5. When the difference between two choices is very small, okay, it is not good to make a selection based on utility concept. That you should remember. The decision is in such cases should be reserved till more evidence permits better resolution. That means you have to consider other aspects. It may be reliability of a design concept or product, okay, or it may be other factors, okay. So like maintainability aspect, okay, or product, how easily you can manufacture with the design concept. Next, there is a quality dimensions based on which we are evaluating two design. The table shows the estimates of preferences on a scale of 0 to 10 for each dimension. Okay, so the utility numbers are assigned by making use of a scale which ranges from 0 to 10, where 10 is the is indicating best and 0 is worst. Okay, determine the overall utility of design concepts A and B if the weights for quality dimensions are for protection 0.45, for reliability 0.15, for adaptability 0.1. These are the values these four. Okay. Values of this quality for okay, which is the which is having more priority, which quality dimension is having more priority or more weightage. So protection is having more weightage. The reason is it is having a value of 0.45, weightage of 0.45. That means in this case, So they have given more weightage to protection. Okay. So if weightage is not assigned, simply you can add all the values and you can get the overall utility of the design concept. Since weightages are assigned, you have to multiply each utility value with its corresponding weightage. That means if you want to find out utility of design concept A, then you have to multiply 6 with 0.45 plus 9 into 0.15, then 4 into 0.10, then 9.5 into 0.30. Then you will get the overall utility value. Similarly, for design concept B, 9 into 0.45, then 5 into 0.15, and 9 into 0.10 and 4 into 0.30. So you will get the overall utility like this. Okay. So if weightage is not assigned, simply you can add all these values and get the overall utility of a particular design concept. If weightages are assigned, you have to multiply the given utility value with its corresponding weightage like this. Okay, now you can based on this you can say, okay, so design concept A is preferred over design concept B. Okay, but the margin is less. Okay, if you don't worry about the margin, you can say A is better than B. Okay, but practically you cannot make a decision if for a real application because the margin is very less. Okay. Then weightage has to do thing that we should discuss. Okay, in the problem, if they don't specify the weightage value, okay, instead of that, okay, assign suitable weightage value for each quality dimension and compare design concept A and B. If they say like that, you have to assign. Again, individually it will vary. Okay, so in individual perspective only, you can assign any value. But one thing you should remember, when you add all the four values, it should be equal to 1. It should not be less than 1 or it should not be more than 1. Like that you have to assign the weightages. In this example, you can see 0.45 plus 0.15 plus 0.1 plus 0.3. Okay, overall it will be 1. Okay, so like that you have to assign. So it should be exactly equal to 1 if you are assigning weightages on your own. If it is not specified in the problem, you have to consider that. It should, when you add, the value should be equal to 1. Okay.